First thing we like to talk about is the stance and start. The stance is a very critical part of the offensive play. At Miami, we like to play fast, so it all begins with our stance. The initial stance that we'll teach is a two-point aggressive stance with our outside foot back, inside foot up. We want our feet underneath our armpits and a staggered aggressive stance. We like to have our players have their nose over their front knee so they have a slight bend. We also ask them to protect their chest with the numbers up. So here you can see our guys nose over toes, slight bend in the foot, hands up. And the key thing on this drill is that you want to go on ball command. You don't want to go on verbal command because most times the receiver is not going to be able to hear the snap count during the game. So as you see, as they drive off the ball, you want to limit as much false stepping as you can. You want them to push off with weight on their front foot, driving forward. Right here you can see that the receiver has his hands up, protecting them. We try to get it consistent, have their hands up versus press and off coverage. That way, if the defense changes, their mentality won't change. You can see that the receiver's front toe is loaded, his back foot is in the ground, and he's ready to drive off. Remember, we want to limit as much false stepping as possible. Here, same thing. Our guys have a good balanced stance, split vision, and they're driving off the ball. Here's some good game clips of what we're trying to get done. So a receiver down here at the bottom, he gets in his aggressive stance, and the key thing that we try to tell our guys is we want to drive with speed. We want to close the cushion on the DB and really threaten them with our vertical speed. Everything we do on our offense is based off the go route. So here's a great picture of the receiver driving off the ball, closing the cushion on the DB, and running through the catch. Another great example is down here at the bottom with the circle player here. The biggest thing as the receiver, you want to get the DB to get out of his comfort zone, meaning the DB wants to try to strain to stay in his back pedal. If we can get on him and attack him with our speed and get him to open up, now we control the route. So you can see the receiver's driving off the ball. He gets the DB to open up his hips. Now we're able to get out of our break easy and have time to catch the ball and get the ball up the field. Here's a great example of practice. Sometimes you can't get the DB to get out of his back pedal, but you can close the cushion. So our receiver drives off the ball. We want to minimize the false step. He gets into the DB's comfort zone. Now he has to open his hips, and as he opens his hips, he's able to drive out of the break, causing the DB to stumble because he's already out of his comfort zone. Now the receiver's able to get the ball up quickly. So that's why it's critical as you do stance and start that you have the receivers pushing off the ball and playing with speed.